Windows 10 game DVR. I don't even know what that is. Okay, well, anyways, I don't know why it doesn't like this stream in particular whenever we try and do OBS, because the other ones work just fine. But hello, hi! It's time for Stillwater Chronicles, caught on the other side. Shae is getting our late lunch, early dinner put together.
Plinner,
if you will. One will have chicken, one will have lamb. I don't know why they didn't differentiate it.
What are y'all getting? Or what did y'all get for food?
Palas, we have euros. This one looks like.
Fuck yeah!
This one looks
Delicious.
like chicken. Yeah, she's got chicken. I've got lamb. She doesn't like lamb, so.
Valid.
I mean, I'm preaching to the vegans here, but it's like I can forgive her for not liking. I'll still love her despite the blasphemy of not liking lamb. Lamb is delicious.
lamb is goddamn.
It's a texture thing.
I understand on a scholarly basis.
Yeah, it's like, I like lamb, or at least the way that they cook it, in this regard, because it soaks up the seasoning really well, and it's just a very flavorful meat. That's me though, but yeah, I can understand not liking food for a texture, mouthfeel issue. It's like, can't fault that. If it doesn't feel right, it doesn't feel right. There's no working around that. That being said, yeah,
that's how I feel with meat. Like I've actually tried to eat meat once or twice since going full vegan and living as a vegan, and like frankly, if I eat meat, just there's so much weird, gross texture stuff going on that I can't appreciate it anymore.
Yeah, and that's fair. There's a lot going on with meat,
especially steak. I found that's my least favorite type of meat. Very eek.
Yeah.
Makes me want to.
But hey, how's everybody doing game-wise today? It's exciting to have Sin back.
I'm just hoping
thanks.
Nobody dies.
Yeah. Hopefully nobody dies. Any tragic deaths today is our potential season finale here. But I guess we could just start around the circle while Shae gets some bites in. I am Rindis. I am playing Astrid, the average ordinary teenage girl who is definitely not a gynoid, and she is a motorhead. We'll just go down to Doogler and then around to Zaunis and up the line.
I'm Doogler93. I am playing Joanne Campbell, the lone wolf, who is also an artist. And I'm going to toss it to Zaunis.
I was gonna put sour gummies in my mouth. Why did you interrupt me?
Because I want to eat cheese.
Yeah, you better be sorry. It's just tasty stuff. Hi everybody, I'm Zaunis, not safe for work artist, tabletop RPG artist, and I'm playing Jermaine Elliott, the Truth Seeker. Up to Pat.
Hello. I'm Pat, aka Spider Queen Long on the interwebs. I've got a number of places you can find me. I'll drop them in the chat. I am a tabletop role-playing game illustrator and content creator. You can find me on Twitter or a number of other places. And yeah, you can check out my Twitch channel, Diesel Shot. Here is a list of places. And I'm playing Tracy, the party gal. And yeah, excited for tonight. Woo!
And there was so much cool artwork being put out for Change Stars lately.
Thank you. I hear y'all are getting your game set up too. I can't wait to watch it on your channel.
Ooh, yeah. Hopefully we do, because now we have Mondays available to make it easier for people to join.
Ooh.
Yeah, anybody available Mondays?
Cough, cough, stares at Zaunis.
Try. As soon as I know that I am just like completely stable, I will definitely like try to jump into another game.
No worries. It was just peer pressure on the cameras.
Oh, I came to peer pressure.
Do it. No, you don't have to feel forced. Unless you like it. Anyways.
Now I don't think we're outside of the time frame where we can be that filthy on Twitch. So
I mean, what? Oh no. Yep. 5 minutes in. Yeah. YouTube won't care at this point.
Oh, okay. Then force me, daddy.
There you go.
Make me bish.
Yeah, let's do it. Listen, I was already planning 2025 vacation, and I was like, we could go to Japan or we could go to Germany. It's like, oh, maybe it would be easier next year. Who knows? This year, I'm going to be strapped for cash with all the stuff we're doing, but maybe next year. We'll see.
We gotta do Krim and then down to Shae.
Yep. Krim and then on to Shae.
I'm Crimson Galaxy. That's Krimsin, because I'm not me without a little bit of sin. My pronouns are they, them, she, and they. And today I'm going to be playing a new character, Tiffany Pithany, a seeker.
We will seek the truth. Okay, Shae, you're up.
Hello, everyone. I am Shae, or ShaeTheFay on Twitch and Twitter, and today I am the GM, the storyteller, or what have you. I am playing quite literally everybody else, and in this game of things from the flood. I almost said change stars because we were talking about it. This is definitely not change stars. Hey, this is Things from the Flood by Free League Publishing. We are playing the Stillwater Chronicles, called On the Other Side, in which teens get to go through drama and stuff. On that note, let's go over Principles of the Flood, because we didn't do that last time, and I like to do that. And now that we have Crimson back, we can go through it real quick. Everything changes, everything falls apart. The promised utopia that was said to come never arrived. Instead, it is kind of just, slowly degrading. Number 2, everyday life is full of demands, boredom, and conflict. It is important to remember that the players are just teenagers. They're everyday people. They have school. They have they go on tours, go to dances, and have drama. Number 3, the mysteries are exciting but dangerous, and only you can stop them. For whatever reason, the teens are put in a situation where they're the ones who are able to manage to make their way out of a digital prison or rescue an alien bug. Number 4, you're neither kids nor adults. You're teenagers, that awkward in between. You don't have the safety net of being a child, but neither are you an adult or have all of the responsibilities of being an adult. You are in the transition period. Number 5, the game is played scene by scene, much like a movie, a TV show, or a book. And number 6, one of my favorites, the world is described collaboratively. While I do have the final say in how things go, everybody gets to build the world and say what happens and add things and change things and help design this story of ours. On that note, everybody, please remember your X cards. If something gets a little too heavy that makes you uncomfortable, slap that X card down. We will pause immediately and we'll talk our way around it safely. This is meant to be a safe place where we can potentially explore darker themes without without repercussion or anything. Same goes for the audience. If something makes you uncomfortable, feel free to step away and come back when the scene is over. And please remember that we are here to have fun, and in this likely season finale episode means we're going to be jumping into a different mystery fairly soon. Maybe next week, maybe in 2 weeks. It depends on how things go. So, without further ado, everybody, what happened last time? I want to hear this from Krim. What happened last time, Krim?
Haha.
What, you didn't watch?
Laughter happened.
Krim in the hot seat.
So we had a lot of crazy shit happen. I'm never the good one to tell these things though.
I can does it if need be. Let's see, where do my notes begin?
I like to hear this from my players because it tells me what they paid attention to and what stuck.
I have ADHD.
So we all got picked up by Ashley and Barry Burton. Definitely going with that canon. To make our way actually into the Loop Foundation. We met Denzel Crocker's awkward twin cousin, Marco,
It was awkward.
as our school tour guide into the belly of the beast. It was a vomiting of information about what goes on within the walls. Transferring new sensory experiences with headsets. There were the headset prototypes from longtime viewers' remembrance of the first season. There were AI machinery and all sorts of large devices that were being poked and prodded by a ton of the scientists there. From prior knowledge, we knew that our Lickaboo was within this facility, and we proceeded down to level 178, the Sector for Biodiversity, Flora, and Fauna Studies. And Astrid found the way and hacked into the cryptozoology department. I met my boyfriend. He was very sweet. His name is Jeffrey.
Oh, Jeffrey.
We managed to get Lickaboo back from a very willing to work with us scientist, Rindis. And
Not me.
during yes, Rindis. While this excursion was happening, Tracy had kept Denzel Crocker busy in the break room with horrible
Exploring
things.
sensory input transfer stuff that you were talking about. A little bit of that stuff, in between the walls, that sort of stuff.
We're gonna go with that so we don't get banned off Twitch. And
no mention of the strap.
and all of the robotic parts.
Oh,
as the rest of the group proceeded back up, Tracy was confronted by both Lydia and V, and a little bit of an argument broke out as Lydia and V had laid out plans for their visit to this facility, but not so deep within it, and a large, confusing argument proceeded. And while that was occurring, Astrid decided to go full Terminator mode on her own mission to blow up or shut down. Was it the Oni device?
The captured Oni device.
Was it Oni device? Yeah.
Yes, the captured Oni device that they were poking upon. I believe that is where we.
She set it free.
Definitely shut down, not took into herself or anything. It's fine.
Yes, that's what I was like. Wait a minute, because I remember the violence. I remember the dude getting yeeted across the room. I remember the conversation, but I was like, wait, was this destroyed? And like, absorbed or is this released? I missed that little detail.
I guess we'll find out, as we are pretty much immediately going to be jumping into trouble for this this episode. And I feel like the scene is going to open with I think it's going to open with the group that is still carrying Lickaboo hidden away. As you all kind of step out into the hall, the lights shut down. The power goes off, and then comes back on, and then goes off again, comes back on. The camera cuts to different sections. We see scientists and researchers and other various personnel pausing what they're doing, looking a little confused as to what's going on. And then it cuts again to a cyborg that you all had been avoiding, having stopped in their tracks, turned around immediately and begun to walk in the other direction. A moment later, as you're all standing there, red lights come on through the whole facility, and you all hear an alarm begin to go off. What is everyone doing in this moment?
Is Astrid with us, or is she still...
She is not with you.
Yeah, I was in the other room.
Oh,
Yeah, so
fuck, where's Astrid?
Because the other room, that was right on the other end.
It's not far from here.
Yeah, because I think it was still within visual sight, right? Or is this a different sector? Because I think the break room was on the other end of that main office that we were in, and then it was that door at the end of the office you were eyeing.
Shae, I do believe it wasn't far, right?
It wouldn't have been far.
I just wasn't sure if it was within visual contact.
I wouldn't say visual contact. This is a large facility.
Okay.
Oh,
I would
100%
say-
of the Twitter post. There we go.
I would say with the alarms now going off, Jermaine's probably just looking around, counting bodies. Like, where's everybody? Is everyone here?
yeah, where the fuck is she?
Wait, we're missing it. Where did Astrid go?
It's probably when someone gets thrown out a window.
I kind of thought she was with you. I've been busy here.
Someone gets thrown out a window.
Oh, there she is.
Oh,
She was with us. Apparently,
And okay, that's gonna be...
can we get
Let's go.
Is the Crocker guy up yet? Because like
You
I think
got
I'm
him
gonna
really
get out of
drunk.
here.
you poisoned him.
Yeah, and
Just a little
That-
drunk.
That man was 100 pounds sopping wet. And you
He was
probably put
sopping
your
wet.
level of alcohol into him.
God.
And he was sopping wet.
All right, we're gonna leave him then.
Cutting to over to Astrid. I assume you just threw a guy through a window.
Yep.
You are getting constant updates being fed to you from Oni, who managed to access partially within the loop itself. You are quickly given the knowledge that that it is going in lockdown, and a number of exits are being blocked off, including the way which you came. You also get a note that there is trouble on its way to you.
Astrid's gonna poke her head out and look into the hallway, hopefully seeing her friends.
You all see Astrid poke her head out of the broken window.
They've engaged lockdown. We will be stuck in here shortly if we do not find a way to get out.
That sounds bad. You know,
Let's run.
yeah.
There's
Way out.
there's a little there's like a little floor cleaner robot that's moving by. It's kind of like a bulky little slow moving
Mouse droid.
Yeah.
it's a Star Wars mouse droid.
It's a Star Wars mouse droid. And you recognize it, Astrid, you recognize that this thing has been taken over by Oni, at least for the time being. And while it cannot speak, it does release a series of dudes in Morse code that translates to take the third left down the hall.
Astrid is going to do like the glass is all broken on like the windowsill and stuff, but it's just going to be like one hand and then very mechanically just like hoist herself up and over in like a perfect little cartwheel that just seems incredibly unnatural even for a gynoid, and just back up onto the feet. We are going to exit this way. Please follow me.
Okay.
Do I have to do that?
No. You don't want to go back through this way. There's nothing in here.
Well, I'll follow you then.
I'll start leading them.
Jeremy's just gonna lean over to Joe, like, does Astrid seem okay? She seems a bit more...
Death
You
will
know.
say?
Yeah, more...
Yeah.
You know... Was there any signs of, like, physical distress on Astrid from that? Like, altercation?
Not on her. On the guy she threw out the window, yeah.
Oh, I don't worry about him. I'll see him later.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so nothing to visibly see on Astrid. Okay. Yeah.
No indicators from when I absorbed it.
From what now?
When I absorbed Oni, nothing. Nothing yet.
So for your perspective, your Oni hasn't taken you over or anything. You're just connected for fast communication to be fed information.
Oh, okay.
Oni is rattling around somewhere within the Loop Foundation itself.
I thought I just got her out.
Oh, you did?
Okay. But I didn't release her to the web. I took her in me for transport.
Right.
That's why I was wondering, was there any changes?
Do you want changes?
You tell me.
Hot.
Transform me, mommy.
Do her tits get bigger?
They have such growth.
That's where the Oni AI is stored.
Yeah. The memory banks,
ball.
if you will.
What would you say?
All right, I'm gonna dice roll if I want visible changes. We'll make this
Fortress-
easy. All right.
Fortress AI is stored in the balls.
Pat, since you're the transformation aficionado, evens or odds?
Let's go with odds.
All right, odds is yes. Evens. Okay, nothing visible. Yeah, sorry.
It sounds like you really want something, so
Crying and shitting.
It's yes, but I wanted to.
There's always time.
There's always time. Yeah, like as things get more stressful, it can definitely happen.
Yeah.
Ooh.
okay.
Concentrate all of Oni in the balls, as they said.
Yeah.
So, where was Astrid leading us again? It was
third left. You said.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I assume everyone follows.
Yeah.
Yep. Joe's
so-
trying to the back of pack.
Yep. So who's carrying Lickaboo?
Joe.
Okay.
She has them in her bag underneath the lab coat.
All right. So Lickaboo curls into a little ball. And as you all run, you take the left. There's another robot that a scientist seems to be trying to get to move back to where it was, but it just ignores him. This robot is bipedal, and it stops and it just gestures down another hallway after you take the left, and again, it looks like this one has been hacked by Oni to direct you all. It is giving visible cues on where to move. But in your mind, Astrid, you hear, we are being tracked. We won't be able to avoid everything.
Everybody, just stay close.
And as you're moving, you're led to a stairwell, where again another machine, this time that seems to be just machinery that is part of the wall. It shifts and points upward, and after a few flights, we just have several scenes of you all moving through the area. And after several flights, you are directed through another door, and down that hall, there is a moment before Astrid, you're given a warning, and again in your mind you would hear, we have an interception, and around the corner, everyone can see a familiar cyborg around the corner. And then a second one.
Oh, fuck.
And then a third one, which looks kind of like the guy who got fucked up when you had saved the mother in the scrap in the woods.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
it's
one's
gonna-
for me. Got it.
Right, I remember him too. Yeah. Oh well.
So,
Whoops.
Joe wants to try something real quick.
What would you like to try?
She's gonna hold her hand up behind her and just say, Hugh, can you pass me my axe, please? And hope they disappears.
I think that
every other time.
I think that is going to work for this trouble. So that will be a contact roll. We are entering trouble with a capital T.
Crap baskets.
You can do that. That would be a contact roll.
Can I
So
add
what are
my
you
bank
trying to
dice
do?
from before?
Absolutely, you can add your banked dice. But let me go over. Let me declare the stakes. Your lives.
Yeah.
It's fair.
Threat level. Threat level is almost impossible, which I don't think it's almost impossible because you all have a lot of banked dice right now. But you need 5 times the number of teams.
Yay.
I mean, Jermaine likes to roll really well.
I mean, you have been. Fingers crossed it stays.
However, when it matters,
Mhm.
Jermaine seems to forget what a 6 is.
Yo, that's mood.
On that note, though, number 3, you all get to make a plan. This is the out of character part. It sounds like one of you is making a contact roll, which I will play that out.
Yeah, I bought a
Astrid,
Hugh to get my axe.
Astrid can engage combat protocols.
Astrid is engage combat protocols.
So is this a straightaway hallway that we're seeing these guys at the end? Like, is this just like stairwell behind us and then straightaway hallway?
It's straight-ish. It does kind of curve a little bit because of the way it's designed. There is a slight curve to it, and you would know that if you continue down this hallway, it sort of curves around the loop itself.
And are
But
there
the loop is massive, so
yeah. Are there any doors or windows in between where we are and the robots?
Oh yeah, is there like an adjoining lab or something that we could run into and then break through into the hallway in another way, like run around them?
there could be. There are a few doors within the hall. Yes.
Would it be feasible for me to? So I actually didn't catch what Courtney was doing. Or sorry, Joanne was doing in this instance. Why do I still confuse their names?
She's calling Hugh.
Oh,
I get my axe from him.
Summon.
So we'll get the wizard and the axe.
Yeah, she's doing a summons.
Brilliant. Can I make a lead to be like, Astrid, hold them off. Fuck. Jermaine, I think I see an opening, and like you know, just kind of like break for it, in that fashion.
Yeah, because I'm thinking what I might want to do is, considering Tracy is armed, Astrid is capable of fighting, and Joe is attempting to summon her axe. I don't think Jermaine has something she can really do against something like this, so I think I might take Lickaboo and either get into a side room or like just, I don't know, use my magic 8-ball, break a window, and just get into a room and use the cover and keep him away so you guys can do your thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that sounds like a lead roll and a sneak or move body.
Okay. I'll
I
make.
will happily take sneak for that.
Are we rolling or?
All right, so I'll take the contact first from Joe. Then I will take the lead and the sneak, and then I will take the force body from Astrid.
Joe.
I have a picture of Hugh in my sketchbook. Can I use that as well?
I'll allow it.
Okay, so perhaps,
Oh no.
and the bonus dice. One success.
One success. Would you like to push?
Yes, please.
Go for it.
I'm a mark scared. And
Okay.
then the bonus dice.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Okay. One success. So there's a moment that passes before there's as a pipe bomb rolls out in the hallway between you guys and these three cyborgs, and one of them stops and stares down before it explodes, and you don't see what the damage is to them, but it was closer to them. And then there's an axe that just kind of like slides out across the floor, and from somewhere around the corner you hear, "Hey, how's it going?"
Oh, I'm glad that worked. Shouldn't have, but I'm glad it worked.
Tracy and Jermaine, give me your roll.
Alrighty.
Look, someone promised you pipe bombs.
Oh,
Yeah, true.
gonna tap that and
Okay.
try. Does it count if it's a second roll to see if I get more successes in this instance? I don't think it counts as no successes in that case, but I could be misinterpreting.
Sorry?
I got no successes on my re-roll of that, but 2 on the first, so I don't think it counts as no successes for the point.
No, it just doesn't add anymore.
Yeah. Okay. Unfortunate.
I got 2. I just want to see how many banked dice I had left over before I push. I had +6, so I'm going to use those. What was it? /R space 66.
Yes.
Oh, that's pain. All right.
Would you like to push?
Yeah, I'm a push. Well, considering I'm trying to break into a room, break past glass, I'll hit injured. Oh, come on.
All right.
You can also roll the bonus dice too.
Do I get to reroll this bonus?
Any dice that is not a 6, you get to reroll.
Oh, okay. Cool. Okay, so then. Didn't realize Bank's dice work like that. That's awesome. Come on, baby. 3 total.
Okay. So this explosion goes off and the axe slides out over to Joe. You're able to grab it. You take Lookaboo and following Tracy's lead, Tracy, you lead Jermaine around the corner into using the smoke from the explosion as a cover. Are able to slip inside this room and start sneaking your way around. In that moment, these 3 cyborgs, one of them scored fairly badly from an explosion, all come charging out of this smoke. Astrid, you need 4 successes to make it for you all to continue, where everyone's getting broken and scarred.
No pressure. Do I have any bonuses coming from Oni?
You have 5 bonus dice from that, and you still have 5 bonus dice left from your arm gun. So a total of 10.
Astrid.
Don't you have actually, Pat? Were the lead dice successes, or were they to give extra dice?
I believe those were just generic successes in this instance.
All right. I'm using the arm cannon and Oni in succession. So here we go. Let's see if this will actually work.
This just goes full Mega Man X5. Like,
oh, Wait, did it roll extra 10s?
Nice.
Yeah, I did roll all of them. Nice. Okay.
Holy
Wait, 4 exactly. Hey.
Yeah. Would you like to push?
No. Well, yes, I think I will. Because why not, right? Feasibly, she would get injured doing this. So 4 successes. How many did I roll? That was 16. So it would be 12 minus 2 would make 10. It'd be 10 now with 2 conditions.
Yeah.
10d6. Gotta get them 10ds. 2 more successes.
All right, you're up to 12. You are going to go into a second phase of this, but this scene unfolds. How does this look as you go full Terminator mode on these 3 cyborgs that come charging out at you?
She meets their running charge. The arm shifts into the cannon. She fires off a part of herself at one of them. She does the jump kick where she puts both feet out, hits one, knocks it into a wall, rolls to her feet, trips one over. It's just a cool I already forgot the name of the director for Terminator. What's his name? Guy who does Aliens as well.
Oh, Cameron.
Is it James Cameron? James Cameron would shed a tear at how great this choreography looks. It's a very brutal set piece destroying slugfest. As Astrid is just wrestling, diving, clotheslining, grabbing, throwing. They're picking her up. She's getting smashed into stuff. It looks brutal. Her injuries are, of course, since she has to give up part of herself to fire the cannon. When she does so, parts of her are being torn away. If James Cameron directed Ghost in the Shell, that's how this would look. She's wires and body parts are being damaged and exposed, and it just looks brutal. Yeah, Michael Bay would be orgasming because there's an explosion in the background, and it's way more of an explosion than it should be, but it looks cool.
It's another pipe bomb.
Yeah, exactly. Hugh throws a pipe bomb just for aesthetics.
Yeah. There is this moment, and I feel like I feel like Joanne's probably the only one who gets to see the full the full display of Astrid going ham. Astrid, from your point of view, continuing to be fed information. There's, in your vision, you're picking up weak points on that's being given to you by Oni. You're able to see vulnerabilities in these things, and you exploit them. Despite being outnumbered, you lay waste to these things. All three of them. You destroy 2.5 of them. And the last one just kind of like rolls off to the side, or half of them rolls off to the side. And as they start to reach for Joanne, who's still in the hall, I imagine she just brings the axe down.
Oh, definitely.
On this helpless thing. But the smoke clears, and you're able to see there is the synthetic skin has been torn and bruised, and there's that synthetic blood kind of dripping down with machine, with titanium alloy, gynoid parts beneath. You're able to see just what Astrid is. The eyes are glowing red. The entirety of her right arm is there's no cover to it. It's all machine.
Hot.
We're gonna need to cover that really fast. Joe's gonna take a flap coat, put this on.
Thank you. Threats have been terminated.
Yep. Then she's gonna grab the bottom of her shirt, just kind of tear it off, and we're gonna need to cover the wound on your face too, because that's gonna make people double take.
It's definitely the Schwarzenegger missing eye and glowy. It just has to be because it's appropriate.
And Joe's gonna try to cover the brain, wants to not say the thing, but it doesn't remember what the thing is. She's covering with the tears from her shirt.
Okay.
So she looks like, oh, this person got hurt, but they're not a robot. To the casual viewer.
So, yeah. There is a quick update to your knowledge of the Loop Foundation, Astrid, and you are directed towards an exit that extends outward and upward at an angle. You would probably guess that this is likely an access hatch that's not used for research but maintenance.
This is the way. Everybody stay close.
Don't need to tell me that twice.
Okay, oh shit, there's cameras. Where are the cameras here?
You hear Hugh say, don't worry, I think they're kind of mostly shut down right now. Maybe.
Mostly.
Mostly.
I don't know what that means. Fuck!
Do you think you could fireball the...
Oh, fuck yeah!
The camera storage?
And he runs off in another direction.
Random acts of arson? Hell yes, I can.
I'll call him outside when we're outside.
As you all are moving, a few minutes later, you hear the distant sound of explosions.
just a head count that we're all here, or are we still?
You're all here. You're moving into a second phase of trouble, however.
Okay.
You're not out of the woods yet. But as you're moving,
I'm sorry. I'd make sure to get Jermaine, by the way. Wouldn't want to leave her there.
no, yeah, you guys slip out another side, and as you reconnect with Astrid and Joanne, you see Astrid is fucked up. And a robot, if you didn't already know. Or gynoid.
Not much of a shocker there, actually.
Just in case anyone was curious.
Up and out?
Jermaine's just gonna kind of stare and be like, does it hurt?
I don't feel anything.
You remember to deactivate your pain receptors this time.
Yeah. Oni shut them off.
Oh.
you get it. You're welcome.
Actually out loud?
My pain receptors have been shut off.
For
I'll
the
leave
best.
that ambiguous.
It looks like that'd hurt.
I think Jermaine's also gonna take that, like, I don't feel anything, to be like, I'm not even sure you feel fear either right now.
I feel the desire to protect my friends.
Just don't go missing body parts. It's hard enough to put those on real people.
That's true. Thankfully, we know someone who can help.
True.
And as you all begin to move again, going into this access hatch, there's very little lighting. It is at a little bit of an upward slant. It evens out at places, turns, goes upward again. There is a point that you come to where there is scaffolding going over an open reservoir, but beneath that reservoir is just that dark water, supposedly the same water that causes the machine cancer or causes mutations in living things or causes the loop sickness. Nobody's quite sure what it does, except that it's bad. Or that is the story, anyway. No one here has deigned to find out. And probably best to keep it that way. But there is this scaffolding bridging the way across this reservoir.
Ooh, fuck.
I don't suppose to see any ropes or extension cords around here anywhere.
What is your plan with ropes or extension cords?
Attach each other together, so if we fall, there's not.
That's innocuous enough that if you wanted to do that, you can.
Because guessing we have to go across the scaffolding.
Yeah, we definitely should grab some of those extension cords that Jermaine, weren't there some extension cords in the lab you were hiding in?
In truth, it was dark and I was hiding for my life, but
Would we have time to go back there?
Do we?
probably not.
Fuck.
You mean go back the way you came?
To go get the cords, yeah, back the way we came.
You can run back and grab some cords.
I think Tracy will want to do that.
But for ease, if you wanted to, you can grab some of these extension cords and utilize them.
Okay. So Tracy will run back, grab the extension cords, and while y'all are figuring it out, she'll end up coming in towards the end of that discussion and pass them out.
Okay. Alright, so I assume you're all just tying yourselves together?
Astrid will anchor in the back.
Joe will go first. So.
Alright.
Guess Jermaine and I will go in the middle.
Alright. So with you all beginning to cross the scaffolding, you make it about halfway before something interesting for you, Astrid. Oni was advanced enough to be able to penetrate strange dimensional barriers, at least to a point. There is something you sense coming up from the water itself, which should generally not be happening. And over a rudimentary intercom, probably for maintenance staff, if there were any here right now, there is. You all hear a voice. This seems like the perfect opportunity to try out my my new creation. And 3 long tendril-like appendages come out, wrapping around the bridge and start to yank down, causing part of it to fall into this dark water. And seemingly unaffected by this strange water, a large cybernetic arthropoid begins to claw its way out onto the other side of the scaffolding.
Oh shit!
You all have to grab onto the sides and hold on so that you don't tumble over into the water. What would you all like to do now, as 3 eye stalks, strange mechanical pieces sticking out at various parts? One of the eyes isn't even a real eye.
It's out the way that we have to go?
No. It is behind you.
Oh wait, does this look like Lickaboo?
It looks like a Lickaboo, yeah.
This looks like the revived corpse
of the parent, not the mama.
Of a different parent.
Oh no. Is that what they want to do with Lickaboo? Fuck.
I don't know if this plays into it at all, but Jermaine at best has one hand on the scaffolding because she's got to hold on to this freaking baby.
Uh-huh.
That's why we're tied to each other.
Yeah, that's why you're tied up. Giggity.
Uh-huh.
You hear panicked, just chirping warnings.
I think Tracy's
Danger.
grabbing her gun.
Astrid
I don't
is
think
also
there's any other
grabbing
way
her
around.
gun.
All right, you all need 8 more successes. What would you like to do?
Everybody move.
I'm torn. Because part of me just wants to pull everyone along with us using force just to get us the fuck out. Another part of me wants to see if Joe can reach it with a comprehend or emphasize, just set whatever's left of its mind free so it's not being puppeted. But I don't know if that's possible for her.
could.
Do you know that it's being I mean, like, do any of us know, like, if there would be potentially a specific place I could aim the gun to, like, disengage a control mechanism or something? Or do we even know that much about how this thing works? Because this is pretty alien tech.
So, from that statement, I have two routes that Jermaine would probably go. One, Jermaine was able to identify at least some sort of weak spot on the Terminator when we first encountered it. So I could either comprehend off of that prior knowledge, or I was going to attempt to maybe use my 8-ball to see if, like, comprehend maybe, like, does this thing want the baby, or is this just not even something we can reason with?
I would say this thing at a glance, this thing looks like it's ready to sweep everyone up as a cybernetic alien creature. Whatever it was before, it doesn't appear to be in control now.
Okay, so reasoning's out the window.
Yes.
You might be able to still find a weak point, though.
Yeah, so if reasoning is out the window, then I think Jermaine would probably try to, if it's a comprehend roll, to
It would
find
be
where it is.
to find a weak point. It would be empathize.
Right, it is empathized. Because my only other option is just maybe force body to hang on, but that doesn't help. I guess I'll try empathize. It's at least in the mind stat.
No, a force body to hang on would count towards successes as well.
That's true.
Whatever you want to do.
I'd have a better chance of successes if I try to force body to hang on.
All right.
I think I'll have to go with that.
All right. So your goal is to keep Lookaboo safe. What about everyone else?
I mean, this is something that Tracy doesn't have an issue shooting against, the way I see it.
All right. That'll be a force body from Tracy.
I'm doing force body as well.
All right. Force body from Astrid. How about Joanne?
I'm gonna say she's upset. Oh wait, no, we're not rolling yet.
She wants to try to free it, but you said there's not really much chance of that, and I don't think she could.
It apparently cannot be reasoned with at this point. It is not whatever it was
It
in the first
it
place.
it very much looks like it used to be a corpse.
Yeah, so no. Yeah, I don't think our friend could help. So, force body to get everyone to safety while they're trying to cover.
To move or because trying to move out of
Force is always physical in nature. It's the violence roll.
Yeah.
Move
It's the violence
would be motion.
Yeah, move body would be motion. Force body would be the violence or the enduring trauma.
Okay. Well, I want Joe to hold on as she gets everyone away, not runs away by herself, type thing. Like what Jermaine's doing, I guess. So I guess holding on to then.
All right. So, go ahead and give me those. Give me the force bodies, and then give me the. Actually, everybody's doing force bodies, aren't they? Everybody, give me force bodies.
Let's go.
Amazing.
I'm a tag injured.
Man, my rolls are shit tonight.
You gonna tag
14 right
or
now.
take another?
That was my second guy.
Oh, okay.
I got 1 success on the first.
I'm a push exhausted. Oh,
Oh, look
That
at
brings you up to 18.
How much more do we need?
You need 2 more.
There we go.
Which is Zaunis's. Okay, and then I'll just roll.
Oh,
That's fine. That works.
okay, so we're 22.
22. That is enough. So the way this scene plays out, this reanimated alien arthropoid, this isopod begins to wrench this bridge. More of it falls into the dark water, and as it does, becomes less visible as this thing climbs up higher. Its 3 tongues reaching out like tendrils. Tracy, you begin to fire at it, unloading that gun into this thing. Astrid, you're able to pinpoint those weaknesses as it's shot at. And how do you attack it?
Me in particular?
How do the two of you fend this thing off?
I think Tracy, you'd probably fire first, and then do like the structural damaging shot, and then the beam would come in behind it and hit the same spot and push through it.
Hot!
Yeah! The fucking anime is just, you see the shots line up. It's like yours cracks the shell, and then the other shot hits it afterwards.
I
Perfect.
think Tracy should have rolled a few more dice because he was using your gun.
That's true.
Oh, that's a good point. Shit, I didn't even think about that. I had 3 more dice on the bonuses to that. Fuck.
Oh, that's true.
1 more success.
23. All right.
All right, 23.
So as you're firing at this thing, part of the bridge gives way, and you shoot, cracking part of its shell, enough for Astrid to level her buster cannon and fires off a superheated shot that goes straight through it. And there's a gush of fluid as this bridge that it's hanging onto breaks away, and the whole thing falls into the dark water again, sinking into it as it gives off just this obnoxiously loud chortle. The bridge sways and buckles as 2 of you hang on desperately, but manage to do so just fine. When the bridge finally slows down and stops moving, what do you all do?
Get the fuck across.
Can we book it?
You all
Bridge any longer.
So you all begin to climb off this slanted bridge now, and I think we have a scene where it's facing you guys climbing up, and as we do, we see 1 tendril, 2 tendril, 3 tendrils all coming up without anybody noticing, and then there's another chortle, a very aggressive one, and you all are able to turn just in time to see Felicity, Lickaboo's mama, careening down the hall, clinging to the roof, so not as to obscure you, and you see her rush directly into the same this cybernetic alien, knocking it back into the water. There's a little bit of a scuffle as she fights with it for a little bit, giving you all the time you need to just run. But she quickly turns and begins to back up, making clicking sounds in warning, as she backs up enough until she feels safe to turn around and follow. As you all are rushing out, who's in the lead right now?
I think Joe?
Me, Jermaine,
I would
or
imagine.
Joe.
Right. So Jermaine and Joe, you're in the lead. As you're coming up, a hand grabs both of you, and you two are forcibly pulled out upward through what looks like a ladder, lifting you upward and onto ground surface. There are two women there, dressed in the guards' uniforms, who are lifting you out.
Do I recognize either of them?
You recognize one of them, yeah.
Oh, hey, Giggles.
Oh, I didn't realize I was so well known.
To a certain crowd.
But they help you out of this spot. A moment later, there is a partially caved-in spot where that's just large enough for Felicity to squeeze her way out. But you all make it back up.
Well, that was close.
Holy fuck. Can't believe that and the mom and...
Everything seems to be working out.
The mama walks instantly up to Jermaine as Lickaboo pokes their head out of their bag.
How did...
I'll just slowly lift Lickaboo up towards the mama.
There are three very strong tongues that feel like they could crush your arm that gently scoop Lickaboo up and tuck Lickaboo underneath her carapace.
Jermaine will just back up a few steps and just flump onto her ass.
Yeah. Do you need a drink?
Just holds a hand out. Just like the gimme hand.
I take a swig of it myself first before passing it over.
I was gonna hold her hand up to Mama, see if she can actually go and give a hug afterwards.
The other officer calls out, "Gales, we need to move." She nods and says, "You kids might want to make your goodbyes now." And then get in the car.
Right.
I pet the thing first, I suppose, and say, I don't believe I'm saying this, but gonna miss you, little guy. Yeah. I wish I had some lettuce in my purse still. Sorry, friend.
The three eye stalks blink at different times.
Jermaine will just walk past and give it a slight pat and say, "Soon, Emmett will never forget you."
Mhm.
The large isopod, dubbed Felicity. One of the eye stalks leans down, recognizing you, blinks, and there is, while not aggressive, it does nudge you a bit, and you can feel just the weight of this creature.
They must be terrifyingly strong.
They're as big as about as big as Astrid's van, so
That is true, yeah. It was like towering over the van in that one earlier scene this season.
Joe's gonna go to hug Lickaboo. If the mall will allow her.
The mothers seem they seem intelligent enough to be able to recognize that you're friends.
I think she's gonna hug him and say, "Stay safe." And in her mind, she's gonna try to think to it and say, "I might see you on the other side one day."
The eyes all blink.
And then we go into the car. We'll go towards the car.
Yeah, Tracy. Tracy welcomes you into the car and says, "Hey, if you need to talk, I know you were a little bit closer to Lickaboo than I was."
Be okay.
Yeah, we'll all be okay eventually.
Astrid, you sustained a lot of damage.
You sure did.
What are you doing right now?
Maintaining protocol. Everybody is safe.
Joe did try to hide the damage. How well that was, I don't know, but...
Would you like to give me a stealth check?
Certainly. I'm looking for stealth when I know full well that it's sneak. Here we go.
Sneak, yeah. I keep doing the same thing.
0 successes. Why don't I push? It doesn't really matter. Neither of those. She's not capable of emotion, so I'll just say one of those is ticked. Boop. There you go. 1 success.
All right. You're able to keep your head down. And remain unnoticed, at least for now. Do you plan on getting in the car?
Is anything? There's definitely nothing else following us, right? It looks like it's safe enough to get in the car.
It looks like it's safe enough to get in the car.
And she has no reason not to.
Alright, so you all get in the car, and as you do, there's a loud as Felicity turns around and begins to make her way off towards a large pool of the dark water, and you hear the consistent chirping from Lickaboo, saying goodbye, perhaps, as with 2 eye stalks keeping a lookout and 1 watching the rest of you. This alien isopod goes into the water and vanishes.
Well, I think that's a good sign.
And then the vehicle starts up, and they begin to. Officer Giggles and Officer Catch driving, begins to drive off and ensure that you get. Starts driving away from the Loop Foundation towards in a direction that Astrid, you would actually recognize as being one of the or a headquarters at the edge of the quarantine zone that the guards often traverse. And Giggles calls out, "Does anyone need medical attention?" And Astrid, in your mind, you hear, "You can just upload me to something and toss me aside." And you see there is a little knife bot, knife with legs, kind of keeping pace with the vehicle.
Yeah, I'm gonna upload her into Knifebot. The world will be doomed.
There is my 8-ball.
Oh God, that's even worse. You'd never get that 8-ball back.
It doesn't have knives. I'm not sure it can.
But you wouldn't get the 8-ball back.
That is true.
I spent all that time bringing it back. She's grown past it.
Yeah, this is character growth. She made decisions without requiring the ball.
So beautiful.
You brought me back just to throw me away. And that's how
I brought you back
revenge.
to become a god.
Yep. That's fair. If you don't mind, I'm going to need a mechanical device for something, she says to the others, and not to the two suspicious adults.
I guess I'm going to take out the 8-ball and it's an inanimate object. I don't know why I'm actually sort of like sad about this.
Because there's a sassy bitch to you, and you love being people who are sassy to you.
Shut the hell up.
Shut the hell up, you sassy bitch.
I am at least going to shake it, and I want to ask the 8-ball. Are we okay? Do you forgive me, and would you be okay with me no longer relying on you?
You have ensured the downfall of mankind.
The die kind of rolls up after you shake it, and it says, yes, on both accounts. And the die rolls again, and then it says, "I'm proud of you for being your own person."
Oh,
I'm gonna give
glad I gave it sentience.
I'm gonna give it like an awkward hug, and I'll pull it back in front of my face and say, "I'm proud of me as well. But would you be okay with being a hero today?"
The die comes up again, and it says, "Signs point to yes."
I'm just gonna hold it up in front of all of us and just be like, "The savior of the day, everybody." And I'm gonna just swing my arm over to Astrid and just kind of look away and like just try to hide that I'm actually visibly upset over an 8-ball.
I mean, are we both in this? Are you? So how are we positioned in this car? Because like, if you're within hugging distance, you're getting a hug, young lady.
Someone's in danger of getting a hug.
Actually, weren't we out of the car? Aren't we at the guard checkpoint?
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed that.
Well, I'm not sure if we've gotten out of the car.
Well, either way, Tracy's going to give
Tracy's
you
a hugger. It's happening.
But after she's finished hugging the fuck out of you.
Yeah, I think during the hug, like it's mostly okay, but then like at the end of the hug, Jermaine literally does like the cartoon thing where it's like head back, just like tears out, like.
Tracy's also crying a little bit at this point.
Why?
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Astrid will plug in and start downloading.
You feel the presence of the Omni Network intelligence leave your mind. It is no longer in the hands of someone who will tamper with it and use its capabilities for unscrupulous purposes, at least for now. And once that's done, the die rolls up, and there is you see an O-N-I access granted, and then you see, what will you do with me now?
Part of me just wants to hand this over to Ashley and be like, destroy it. Knowing full well what it's capable of. Oh, God.
Or you can hand it back to probably a socially unstable girl.
Nope. One mean cheerleader and you destroy the world.
It does say...
Safe.
It does... You have a cult, you'll worship the 8-ball.
A magic conch.
Yeah. Another message comes up and it says, you could always just yeet me into the black water.
Mm-hmm. I sure could.
The cult chant, like scottily, scootily, stottily, stoodily. What is the magic 8-ball's duty?
Oh, fuck. I hate leaving this. I hate leaving this to chance. No, she softball pitches it into the water. She's keeping her word.
And as you do, we get a shot of this 8-ball sinking into the dark water. And as it disappears in the depths, the vehicle moves on. Now, I would like to ask what everyone wants to do, because you're being taken to a guardhouse, and they are going to look you over, and then they're probably going to offer you some vanilla ice cream number 92.
Right, yeah, that's a great point. Good thing I'm lactose intolerant.
The difference being that while let me do it this way. You all are sitting there, and as everyone is looked over, Astrid is going to become increasingly difficult to remain hidden. So I will need from you whether or not you want to allow that to happen. And for everybody else, after everyone is looked over, Giggles is gonna say, so, I understand this has been a hell of a week for you all, and if you want to just put it behind you, we do have some ice cream. If you would rather not, you are going to have to not speak of anything that you saw, for everyone's sake.
I don't know about anybody else, but I'm not eating any ice cream, whatever the conditions may be.
I wouldn't be able
I need to
eat
know
it
why I need to
anyways.
leave this town.
Haha, no one leaves. Haha. That wasn't in
That's
character. That's season 4. Sorry.
Yeah,
right.
no. Tracy's sticking to her guns.
Yeah, I mean she
Well.
has them, so guns.
As part of that tour that you signed up for, you did sign that NDA, so
Mhm.
you're welcome to go back to as much of a normal life as you can. And I will keep this off the record for now.
Appreciate that.
I highly appreciate that. I don't plan on sticking around in this town much longer for there to be any more of a record. So,
Also, thanks for before too.
yeah, thank you for everything.
The other woman pokes her head out of the door and says, "That was me."
Well, thank you for before then.
Yeah, no problem.
I think Jermaine's gonna take the ice cream.
Wait, Jermaine, what?
You sure?
Look, it has been a glorious time having friends. It's been wonderful to be able to actually be social and connect with people. But I
This shit is
almost
too much.
lost everything. And I don't know, part of me seeing Emmett not remembering, and just how strangely okay he was. Like, it tore me apart knowing that there was just something so much larger and more terrifying happening around all of us, but he was safe. Simply because he didn't remember anymore. And it's unbelievably hard to think that I would have to trade everything that I've gone through just to go back to normal. But it also kind of keeps you guys a little safer too, doesn't it? I mean, I did some messed up things thinking that this was all just some kind of weird dream that got us all in a lot of trouble. And some of those things I actually would kind of like to not remember doing. Whether it was just some weird moment of weakness. I grew as a person, and I think I could do it again. I'm capable of that, right?
Yep,
I did it
you definitely
once.
are.
It's scary to think that this is what you all went through prior You've gone through it a second time, and I don't think I'm strong enough to do that. Maybe you all are, but I can't imagine watching my friends hanging from a rafter for what? Something that most of this town's not even supposed to know exists? I don't want to walk away from friendship, but I have never been more... I walked around not even being afraid to die before I met all of you, and I've never had such a culture shock before.
Just gonna hug Jermaine.
I'll hug back.
Tracy doesn't have words. She doesn't have tears. She's listening, but processing's not coming to her. And she's just kind of sitting there, dumbfounded.
Jermaine, whether you remember or not, you are our friend. You always will be. The growth you've had is going to stick with you, even after this ice cream, even after you forget.
Thank you. I think she'll walk up to Tracy and oh, this is gonna be bad. I'm gonna take off the skeletal wing angel necklace that Emmett gave me, and I'm gonna hold it out to Tracy and just say, I hope that while maybe I don't remember everybody, that maybe I won't be dead in your memory.
I'm not gonna forget you.
Jermaine will walk up to Astrid and is Astrid's robotic arm like totally covered?
Yeah, her part of her face is covered and part of her arm is covered because they sustained heavy damage.
I'll just pick up hold Astrid by like the covered arm, and I hope that you don't hate me for essentially throwing away everything you did to protect us.
I do not feel that way. I think you did what you feel is best. Humans, while irrational creatures, always have the best intentions.
I feel like it's more of a cowardice intention, that I'm just not strong enough to go to the other side yet. I don't know if you remember our first conversation in your van the day we first went to school together, but I guess I always believed that whatever you experienced in this life would carry over to the next one. That you would somehow be preparing yourself for the other side. And I think I'm just still not ready for even this life yet. I think I need my little reset to be strong enough to fight this fight.
Astrid will hug her as best she can with the damage to her body. Well, as long as you live well, and when you do proceed to Valhalla, I shall see you there.
I just, I hope the ice cream will wear off when we go to Valhalla. I don't want to forget you.
You can't take it with you. So, only your deeds and valor.
I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sorry I'm not strong enough.
Jermaine, you don't need to apologize. You have nothing to apologize for. I kind of wish I could do that too, but I can't. I am what this has made me, and I can't go back. But if you can, then I support that. I don't wish this life on anyone. I just wish... I'm gonna say hi to you on the other side, and you won't know who I am. But I hope we could be friends still. Eventually. Again. Without the violence and without the running for our lives. Do you think that that's a possibility?
I'll grab Tracy by the hand and just say, that's the only way I'd want to be friends with y'all. Safe, happy. It's the only way I'd want it to be.
I don't know if safe and happy are in the cards for me, but I really hope they are for you. You deserve safe and happy so much. So much.
And so do you. So do all of you. Just look, if push comes to shove, just come knock on my door before I have to find any of you on my team. Okay? It'll take a lot of convincing to get me to believe your stories. But let's just put it this way, I've not really had friends before, so there's a lot that you know about me that I'll probably believe. I'm taking the coward's way out, but I'm still
You're
here.
not. You're not a coward. This is not the coward's way out. This is the life we all should have. And you deserve it. Alright, I'm gonna hug you again. I'm sorry, I can't not.
Jermaine will hug back and she'll kind of wave in the others.
You probably have a lot of
Yeah.
snot on your shoulder. Tracy's not going to apologize for that.
That's fine. It'll somehow wake up some memory of you all where it's like, why is this shirt snotty? It's like the Doctor Strange moment.
Oh, no, core memory.
I remember
Stop.
being convinced to hang out with these weird people, and then I woke up like a couple days later. What the hell did we do?
Hey, Jermaine, one more thing. You gave me something. She pulls out her flask. I want you to have this.
She'll hesitantly reach out to it. But this is...
You can fill it with water. I'm not really a healthy person. But
It's not about the alcohol. This is everything I've known about you.
well, I mean, I won't be there to offer it freely, as I otherwise would be. So,
Jermaine will take it and say, this is literally everything I've known about you. This is everything I feared about you. You've just given me hope in you.
Well, take it before I change my mind.
The moment I met you and saw you nursing this thing like a newborn baby, I didn't think you'd live to see today.
Well, maybe we'll both turn over new leaves.
Jermaine will just open it up. Well, she'll shake it first. Is there anything left in it?
Oh, it's probably half a thing full.
She'll open it up a little bit and like pour out a little bit to us. To all of us.
No, I hear it pairs very well with vanilla ice cream. That was a joke. I didn't mean to cry at the end of it.
She'll take a quick swig, throw the cap on, put it in her bag, and she'll finally turn away from all of you and walk towards the guards.
Thank God I still have that plastic bottle.
God damn it.
It's fine.
And you are presented with a bowl of ice cream number 92.
So, what is it? 1 spoon to forget a day, 2 spoons to forget a week.
It's designed for a certain time criteria.
She'll take a single hearty spoonful.
Okay. It's fucking delicious.
She'll wash it down with a swig of the flask.
It's probably the best damn ice cream you have ever had, ever.
Head leans back, eyes roll back, like...
Get a little sleepy.
Do I hit the floor? Or the ground?
No, you don't fall out of your chair, but you do get sleepy, and it's not like it knocks you out suddenly, but you get tired and lay your head down. Drift off. Astrid, what are you gonna do?
That's a great question. Because Astrid was planning to leave as well, but what we talked about didn't happen.
You got close.
Mm-hmm.
I could.
I think, for the sake of this, it's probably more of a next day thing. But for now, she hasn't told anybody that the damage she sustained while her pain sensors were off is more severe than she let on. So probably when they find her the next day, she's shut down.
I have another idea to add to that. There was one more. Cyborg that hasn't been dealt with.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we have a scene as you all walk Jermaine back and make sure she gets home safely. Astrid, you're on your way to seek out repairs. Damage is very extensive. But along the way, you do see a woman standing in the street, seemingly there to intercept you. Long hair. This is the same Michelle that had been following everyone. But it's dark out. She stands there in her dress. She takes a drag from her cigarette, and looks at you and says, "You know, when I first realized what you were, it occurred to me that I had no chance. But seeing the damage you've taken now..."
Astrid just kind of pulls the wrapping from the arm and she says, "So you think you have a chance now?"
Projection is 92% in my favor. I'm sure you're getting the same readings. She turns to face you and one of her eyes starts to glow red.
Are the others with her?
No, you destroyed them.
No. The others, the group.
Oh, no.
Okay. Well, then I don't have to tell you all to run. Okay. He says, 92% still gives a chance that you might fail. And the arm just kind of slowly shifts. And she says, "Otherwise, you're going to keep coming after them. So I'll have to make sure that your probability is incorrect."
Well, I hope you understand this is nothing personal. In fact, I admire you.
I hope you understand that I find it very personal. And she's going to fire.
All right. So there's a moment where you lift your gun, your buster cannon on fire, and she lifts hers and fires. And the camera cuts there. The scene that follows is one of a damaged Michelle being loaded up, still having survived, but it's obvious that her projection was, while correct, a little bit off. She took a lot of damage from you. And your body is tossed away by some others into some of the dark water. There's another moment that passes before there's a moment where there's just nothing. But then, Astrid, you're aware of there being nothing. And I think the scene cuts, and it's maybe a week later.
Wait, a whole week? Did we do the thing?
Time travel, y'all.
We're going to do a thing. What does everyone do in the week after discovering that Astrid's not only gone, but I feel like with her connection to the loop, Ashley probably catches wind of something having happened to her, is probably able to bring it to your attention. So I do want to do a scene after you're all aware that Astrid's body has been destroyed.
So, as far as things are concerned with regards to what we're doing throughout the week, I was under the impression that V and
Y'all had to kidnap them.
yeah,
That is true. That is true.
Oh,
I'll
Lydia,
say that-
why the fuck did I
We could just
blink
have a
on Lydia's
montage. We could just have a montage of like Ocean's 11, and it's
we'll do that.
montage?
We'll do that. We'll do that, but we'll do a 6 days prior kind of thing, if that's all right.
yeah.
Because I want to do the scene for I want to do a fucking Viking funeral for Astrid.
Real.
But if it's okay with everybody, especially you, Ren, I'd like to have a scene where your anchor Ashley is playing music while a heartbroken shoot, I forget all my names now.
Signa?
Signa, yeah, not Sigrid. Signa is singing or is drawing a flaming arrow and firing it upon a boat, while empty of any body, but symbolic enough that they send it off in the direction that Viking land once stood.
The van is what they burn.
The van. They do the van. But you all, as Astrid's friends, would be invited.
So would Jermaine be there, or would Lydia?
Great question.
I can't help but feel like Jermaine wouldn't be there because Jermaine didn't.
She doesn't
remember.
know. She doesn't know.
She had her goodbye.
I would like to say,
But like, you know, obviously up to you.
yeah, I would say Lydia, whether or not she is at least rescued at this point or is just like secretly off to the side, would be there because she would at least want to be able to like apologize to Astrid and also like thank her for keeping the rest of them safe. I can't think of a legitimate way that Jermaine would be there.
Okay.
Jermaine wouldn't remember, if so it's not.
That's the problem.
I would like to know what everyone's character lays in the van, acting as the boat to be burned, to be sent off. What burial gifts do you give?
Burial gifts. Do it again. I can't bring her fries because she only ever ate one fry.
She always ate one fry.
I already gave away my flask. Kind of need the gun.
I would say, if regardless of how Lydia is there, she would probably leave a copy of an old photo of like a surveillance photo that she had of like all of them together, and probably a pile of like some of the newspapers that like were at the school and other things that had like Astrid as a photo of like being a bad person, like being like the actual part of like that incident, and just have it be like, no, this wasn't this Astrid. Like just have like that part of her like burned away.
Okay.
And it had the stack of papers like with the friend photo on top of it.
I feel like Ashley probably has a decorative axe guitar, just because. Probably lays that in the van. Signa, I feel, puts in a very, very nice toolbox. There are a couple other people there who would have known Astrid too, some you don't recognize. Does anybody else lay anything in?
I know exactly what I'm laying in.
What is that?
Tracy has grabbed a number of different and eclectic items from her cabinet of, stuff. Some pancake mix, some uncooked bacon, some just random shit that doesn't go together. She puts it all on the boat.
She cooks one last breakfast.
One last meal.
All right.
So, kind of hard to think of it, but I think Joe's gonna leave two things. One is actually one of Joe's shirt to replace the one she got from Astrid, and another is going to be a picture she's drawn of all of Astrid, of Jermaine, of Tracy, Courtney, and Joe, just showing them that they're together.
Okay. So, as you all lay these things in, Rin, what song is Ashley playing as Signa fires the flaming arrow?
I wasn't prepared for this.
Bruce Faulkner's rendition of Vegeta's Final Atonement.
Oh no. Oh. Oh no, I wasn't ready for this.
It's not late enough in the year. We can't do like Heavy Metal 2000s theme.
Nope. Oh, that would be good though.
Right?
I mean,
we've established that time works differently here.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've probably picked up a few songs that fell through the future loops.
Although technically Heavy Metal came out in 81, so...
That is true. I think the 2000 just has like a different version, but I think it's the same like theme. Well, what was... Did Astrid pick like a favorite song for your character?
It was...
Human.
Yeah, it was more Human Than Human by White Zombie.
I mean...
Could just do a slowed down version of that. It's a pretty wild song though.
Yeah.
And...
All right.
I don't know.
Weird Autumn is the one she played after she met you and initially thought she lost you.
Yeah, I was gonna say that would work too. That was my first thought, but then it was just like, it would probably still work.
You know what? She plays all those songs. Why not?
Why not?
Just a rock opera ballad.
Yeah. And we see that as the Astrid's van catches fire and rolls down this hill into the lake in the direction that Viking land was. Unfortunately, it's not a boat, so it doesn't float, but it does coast a little bit before going underwater completely. And then Astrid, this isn't the first time you died.
Nope.
But as your mind is just kind of, as you're just kind of there floating in oblivion, and you become aware of the nothingness around you, suddenly there's music. Ashley's voice. And there's warmth. And then there's a vehicle that weirdly floats up from water, and you're suddenly aware of form as you more or less sense upload complete. And you're there in this vehicle drifting toward a shore. And there's a man standing at these docks, very familiar docks. And you recognize this man. This is Yornbot.
My Thane.
I believe you were the Thane.
Nope, Jarl.
Jarl. And okay, so he steps forward.
Jarls are above Thanes.
Gotcha. I had to think about that for a minute. And he smiles and grins and claps a fist to his chest and gives an acknowledging bow and says, "My Jarl, welcome." And as he straightens up, throws his arms up, "Welcome to Valhalla." And then the scene's gonna cut again. I believe we have some characters to get back.
Yep.
Why don't we start with Sin, since they've been sitting for...
Agreed. Let's see. So
Why?
Sorry.
I'm enjoying this.
Sorry, one other thing, Hun. Can you make sheets for me and Zaunis? Because those characters aren't there unless we are keeping Lydia and V.
Right. Move Astrid to the bench. Vivian. Where is Vivian?
I see Vivian on the bench.
Yep.
I mean, Tiffany has to be part of a criminal activity. It's the only way to.
It's the only way. What if they take her as a hostage as well?
It's an accidental hostage. Like, you're our friend now. What?
Get a hostage so they don't fire on us. You look innocent enough to not be harmed by police fire.
Hardened criminal Tracy, get in the fucking van.
So do you guys have access to those sheets?
Yeah, I've got Lydia's open.
So Tiffany, we're gonna do a 6 days earlier thing. What does? Let's see. So it would be a Monday.
Yeah.
Tiffany Grundy, morn on a Monday.
Tiffany Piffany.
Tell us
in a litany.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Tell us about what Tiffany looks like and where she's going today.
As a small, slender girl that wears, like, honestly, costume today. She wears, like, fancy looking sweatshirts and just, like, that accentuate her body proportions. Cut and kind of weird. I don't know. Day. that
Yes.
she was just like hanging out. Maybe about the voices she heard. To see if there's anything to look up in regards to that doesn't like say go to a doctor immediately, like looking for more information.
So Tiffany has heard voices then.
You know what? Yeah, let's actually just scrap the little sister. Tiffany hears voices.
Mm.
Alright. Oh, I see. Amberly Epiphany. Little sister began hearing voices. Alright.
I just took that because it was a prompt for this character in the book. It was one of the prompts that came in it, and I was just like, I could make that work.
Is that the one you want to take? Little sister hears voices, or did you want to do... What did you want to do?
I do like the idea of the little sister hearing voices, but being too young to interact with the group or anything, so she's not really a part of it. But Tiffany is looking to help her little sister because her little sister only confided in her and asked her not to tell anyone.
Okay. So for today, what do you do? What is your goal to look to search? Where do you go to do this research to look up things about these auditory hallucinations?
Well, I think her go-to is probably trying to look up cryptids that would be able to speak in people's minds. Just because I think that's a funny idea for this character. And she's just gonna go to the library to look up, like, folklore and shit like that.
Okay. So you're in the library. Go ahead and give me an investigate mind.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of successes. 3.
Okay, so with 3 successes, you may ask two of the following questions, you may ask the following questions, such as the following: what is hidden here and where is it? What does it mean? What has happened here? How can I get into, out of, or past something? What threats can I perceive here? Where is it? One of these is what cryptids can speak in people's minds. Let's see. I did not look this up prior.
Sorry.
So
I wish I knew much.
Yeah,
Sorry.
there are different types of ghosts that, or specters, that do similar psychological things, including sleep paralysis demons. There are the Japanese yokai, such as the Satori, that are mind-reading monkey-like monsters. So there are a few of them.
Next question. What makes them choose the people that they speak to, so to speak? I know, this is a lot. I'm not sorry. I should have...
I mean, Shae, for what it's worth, you could just make up a new cryptid.
You could.
It's true.
Let's all make a cryptid.
Let's all make a new cryptid.
Everybody pick a cryptid. If you know a cryptid, perfect.
Skunk ape.
Skunk ape. Do they deal with the psyche?
No. They're just Bigfoots in the south, and they smell.
The only thing I can think of right now is a squash, and that's definitely not psychic.
Squatch.
The Princeton jar brain. Woo! Totally a real
Oh.
thing. I didn't just make it up. Don't ask.
I mean,
The Princeton jar brain.
Totally a real thing. Trust me, I'm a New Jerseyan.
I need to see if this actually.
And it talks to people?
Yeah, totally. How else would you think the Princeton jar brain communicate? If there's anything, it's a jar brain.
I mean, I'm all basic bitch over here, just being like sirens are kind of like banshees and sirens.
The sirens are kind of hot.
Yeah, so banshees are one of those specters that appear and scream about a family member who is about to die. That's from Irish folklore. Sirens are the ones that sing the songs that are irresistible, forcing people to follow them. In most cases, that came from sailors who got caught drowning. There are weird science-y experiment type cryptids.
Jar brain.
Jarbrain, yeah.
I'm gonna keep saying this until it's a thing. I'm sorry.
All right. So just make a note of these. There's also I would say there are also other people who after the Buxley incident, when the flood had initially occurred, there was a dramatic uptake in the people catching the loop sickness and supposedly hearing or seeing things that others could not. So even in the local area of Stillwater, there are whispered rumors of monsters or things that reach out to people.
Well, if they exist, how come I haven't been able to find them yet? It's not fair.
But have you truly looked? Truly.
Truly?
Truly. I want to believe.
Gestures at seltzer alcohol. I wish I had it truly on me. It would have been such a perfect visual gag.
Do better.
I know. I need to up my game as the resident alcoholic.
Someone approaches you though.
Well, that's great, because I was going to use my final 2 successes just to look up sexy cryptids while I'm at it.
Sexy cryptids. Okay.
We went over the sexiest one last week, and you weren't here for it.
Not sure how you get any sexier than the Princeton jar brain.
Listen, jar brains are sexy.
The jar brain will mind fuck.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, it's
Yeah.
all cerebral, baby.
Well, it's the only way it can.
You find unflattering images of
A jar with a brain in it, and the lingerie over the jar.
yeah.
Ooh, sexy.
Slutty jar brain.
Yeah. There are a lot of cryptids that revolve around sex. I don't know necessarily about sexiness, but whatever is sexy to you, perhaps may or may not be to another.
Definitely Nessie.
Definitely Nessie. There is also things like the Popobawa, which is just a fat cyclops with a big dick. But there's a few of them, and I feel like that's kind of a good point for this because someone puts a hand on the table. This is who was it that Joanne had kicked in the nuts before and down? Was that Kevin or was that Brent?
So many people.
Kevin.
So many nuts.
God.
That was Kevin.
I think that was Kevin.
Okay.
Fucking Kevin.
This is not Kevin. Kevin is nearby, but there's also Brent, Chad, and Chet.
Mhm.
But I feel like Chet's the one who probably grabs one of the books that you're looking at, and says, "Whoa, what are you looking at, weirdo?"
I'm just looking up very specific
Hey
stuff,
guys,
and it's
check
not for
this
you.
out.
I try to grab the book back from him.
He's go ahead and make a force body.
Is this a turning red moment where they grab your sketchbook and there's just a bunch of lewd drawings of cryptids?
Kind of.
Yes.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah. 2 successes. Wow.
Damn.
Dang.
All right. I didn't know. You got a lot of body. That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
This nerd got body.
Yep. So you're able to grab it before more people are able to see that. But you snatch it away from him, and
It's not for you.
he's the only one. Chet's the only one who saw it, but he does kind of like call out and says, "Hey, she was looking at monster porn." And
They're not monsters.
and
They're misunderstood.
they're misunderstood. And they're not monsters. It's still porn though.
Yeah, she's not arguing whether or not it's porn.
Yeah.
She's defending
Yeah.
they're not monsters.
Yeah. But Kevin doesn't laugh, but the other two do. I feel like Kevin kind of got put in his place a little bit.
Damn right he did.
But the rest of you are able to kind of overhear this commotion in the library as you all are sort of plotting out how you're going to go about quote unquote kidnapping / rescuing your friends.
Oh, God damn it! Not again.
How many times we gotta teach you this lesson, old man?
Joe's gonna stand up.
Mm-hmm.
I walk over like, guys, the fuck? Do we have
Yeah,
to go through this again?
Sorry.
Kevin was. Are you walking up to Chet or what?
Yeah, because he's the one that's
Yeah, he's the one.
harassing
he's
the girl.
He's the one that's harassing. But he turns around and says, "Hey, look, I'm no pushover like Kevin over there." And then the two laugh out of his expense.
No, but he seems to be quite a bit dumber than he is. He seems to have actually learned. Kevin, good job, by the way.
Good boy. Hands and trees.
Yeah, I'm flipping my thumbs up.
I think Chad's standing next to him, kind of like elbows him and says, "Wow, you gonna go start hanging out with them now?" And they kind of poke fun at him a little bit. He kind of looks at you like, "Oh, this is ruining it for me." Like he doesn't look happy that there is another confrontation, because he doesn't really want to be put in a position where he has to take a side. But he straightens up and he says, "Look, it's not worth it. Let's just go." And Chad says, "Oh, I'm not gonna fall over just like you did." And kind of gets in Joanne's face, and says, "Where's the rest of your crew? There are only two of you."
That's all we really need.
You're not worth much more.
Thanks for stepping in.
There is a quick glance around to make sure that nobody else is there, and then makes eye contact with Joanne and says, "All right, you gonna try that same move you did?"
Yeah, it very well could. And in the middle of her sentence, she's going to try to hit him with the solar plexus.
And he is going to try and shove you to the ground. So, this is going to be trouble. This is just normal trouble.
Oh, are my conditions reset, or are they still the same from before?
It would have been days, right?
It would have. If you all are able to reset, and you're confident in doing the reset plus whatever skills you've taken, you can do that. But stakes are It looks like one of these guys have made themselves a de facto leader and are looking to establish themselves as such. So it's just a guy being a bully. So go ahead. This is going to be normal threat level. What would you all like to do? You need 3 times the number of successes. There's 3 of you, so 12. No, sorry, 9.
Okay, sorry, I was just a little confused. So, are we doing with new stats, which I don't have made yet, or with old stats, but conditions are the same? Because
okay, that's fine too. We can worry about it later.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna honestly, if I could do something like really snide and just like kind of stand watching and then stick my foot out at the opportune time to trip the jackass as he goes for his lunge.
That will also be a force body.
You got it.
What about Tiffany? What is Tiffany doing?
I think Tiffany is gonna see the momentary distraction and try to sneak around to the other side so she can be standing with the people who are helping her.
Okay.
Solar plexus and apple to the nose, if that works.
Yep, that's fine.
I'm a push. Yeah.
All right, you are at 3 right now.
I haven't pushed. Gonna be upset. I'm gonna give it a little bit more force.
Oh,
That's a lot more force.
Instead of tripping him, I guess I just push him over.
That is
Oh, I do
6. Tiffany, go ahead and make your rolls. You're at 7. Would you like to push?
yeah, I'll mark upset because these dudes are bullying me.
Reasonable.
That's
You got-
another one.
All right, you got 2. How many conditions does Joanne have?
She has 4.
Alright, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
6. Is that
7,
number
8.
Yeah, I will take the last condition. Can I flavor how it goes?
Absolutely.
So, I want to say that Tracy does manage to trip him, and Joe does try to do the whole hit to the sword place, but it just goes wide, and he's gonna hit her. But right before he does, she feels the hands again, and it just raises her elbow up and just smacks him in the nose to break it. Like, she didn't move it, it moved her.
All right. So as this scuffle takes place, and he's hit, do you want to take a scar? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. What would you like that scar to be?
Who moves you? Because she didn't choose the move.
Gotcha.
Like he chose to move her.
All right. Did you have any scars before?
Nope.
Okay, so your first one. Don't need to make a roll. All right. So the two of you strike each other, and both you and him go down. As it looks for a moment like he got the better, and he kind of staggers back just before your move, and the elbow goes straight into his face. There's a gout of blood as he stumbles backward and is tripped and falls backwards. And there is just a collective "oh" from his friends off at the side. And Kevin actually steps forward, grabs him by the shoulder, and said it wasn't fucking worth it. And he actually drags him to his feet and starts leading him away. And he just says, "Let's get out of here before people come." And he makes sure that the other three leave before he just looks back and. Would anyone like to give a quick empathy?
Can I?
Sure.
Because I would, but I don't know if I can.
You're broken. No.
2 successes.
There is a definite sign that he was not interested in the confrontation.
As I'm poking
and-
my head out from behind all of them, watching them go.
Yeah, there's a moment where he makes eye contact with you and is just like, "Sorry for my dumb friend."
With respect, sorry for my.
Thank you.
I mean, I kind of figured that's what he's doing, even though I didn't get the empathize, and I'm just like, meh. Give him a face. Play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
He fucked around and found out.
So hello, I'm Tiffany. I think I'm in some classes with y'all, and yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Oh, those are some assholes.
Joanne is on the floor bleeding too.
Oh Jesus, Joanne! Fuck. Oh no. I'm gonna.
Joanne, where were you hit? Is it a black eye, broken nose? Did you crack a finger? What is it? This is more aesthetic than it is debilitating. Because it's something that will heal fairly easy.
Yeah. You said she went down, so maybe she cracked the back of her head a little.
You got a bit of a headache.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, for stepping in. Can I try to help you up?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Joe's kind of looking to her elbow that she hit Chet with, and then, yep. You okay?
Are you okay? Is the question. Well, actually, I guess. Never mind. I'll just. Let me know if you need to go to the school nurse.
Tracy's known Joe long enough that she probably knows, hey, this is probably more than just getting hurt. Type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Do you want a hug? That was pretty rough.
No, I'm good.
All right. Well, we should get you bandaged up. And you said your name was Tiffany?
Yeah, hi.
You ever run in with those assholes before?
I mean, people are rude to me a lot. I don't know. I don't really pay attention to a lot of that noise. It was honestly just the fact that he grabbed my notebook that I was upset at all.
Hmm.
I understand that. I don't like when people touch my sketchbook either.
Yeah. Are you all okay? Thank you again for, stepping in and stuff.
Wouldn't be the first time. That guy's a pain in the ass.
I mean, most people are.
True. Oh, yeah, sorry about those assholes.
Thank you. I don't know what to say. No one's usually nice to me for this long.
Well, if they give you trouble, just find us.
Yeah, really. And sorry about that. No one deserves that
Appreciate it.
bullshit.
I mean, it's fine. I normally just stay off to myself. I spend a lot of time alone.
It doesn't make it any better.
Yeah, that can make it harder sometimes.
True.
So, what are y'all doing?
Just research.
Oh, what are you looking into?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Just some things for friends.
Yeah.
Now I'm even more curious, though.
You know
Would
what
you
they
like to
say.
compare some chronicles?
Those chats.
Yeah, and you know what they say? Satisfaction brought it back.
Do they say that?
Is that?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, that's a turn of phrase that's used in conjunction with curiosity killed the cat.
Well, Tracy's very good about satisfying the cat, so you're in good hands. I'm not hearing from me.
Tracy out here trying not to get hurt again, and y'all just made
But stop being good at attracting people, then you won't get hurt. It's a vicious cycle that you need to be strong enough.
Frankly, this is your fault. Stop being so damn sexy.
Yeah. This is your fault, and I'm being you.
Tracy's gonna be the cold-hearted bitch this fucking season. I hope you're ready for cold and calculating dark Tracy.
Oh no, the dark Tracy arc.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Lydia and Tracy are just gonna be literally butting heads.
No, I'm for the dark Tracy arc. Let's go.
I do have another question. Have y'all seen any of the monsters that people say are around here? Because I've been looking and I can't find any.
What?
Yeah, Tracy, have you seen any monsters?
We have.
What?
I want to find the monster.
You want to find the...
Yeah.
There's the sound of something
They're
being
not
knocked
really
over.
monsters, though. They're, animals that are then perceived as monsters because they're not understood. And I just feel a kinship to them.
Hey Tracy,
There's
how's
this
that college going? Getting out of town.
there's the sound of something being knocked off a table and hitting the ground.
Yeah, I was gonna look at Banks.
You see Binks. Binks has knocked over like an empty like soda or an empty can or something off the desk where all the books with cryptid stuff is there. Just complete disregard.
Just gonna go over to our cat.
Cute kitty! I'm gonna...
Oh, God.
I'll not run, but move over to it and just start petting Binks immediately. Just like, oh, cute kitty! Hello!
Go ahead and give me an empathize roll. Let's see how receptive
Sure.
she's at it.
She's just gonna get herself killed, I mutter under my breath.
No successes that time.
No, you got 2.
That was the last one.
Right. Okay, so Cat looks a little startled for a minute. And like hops off the table it does a thing where, oh, I knocked this over. Silly humans being upset over dumb things better go under the table.
I was gonna kneel down to hold her. I was like, "Come here, buddy."
Binks sniffs your hand and then flops on the floor expectantly.
Is that your cat then?
Yeah, he kind of sneaks around some. Just gonna give him pets.
That's really sweet. Your cat loves you so much it follows you everywhere.
Yeah, he likes to keep an eye on me.
Yep. Can't seem to get away from it. In fact,
Weird that nobody's questioned that yet.
Joe knows what he is.
But nobody else has questioned it.
I can't help but feel like Tracy gets that it's some weird supernatural shit, but just hasn't talked about it.
It's better not to ask.
Courtney did know. Courtney was the first one that saw Binks as the eldritch entity.
And Binks made sure she's gone.
Yes.
Sure is a
Binks
shame.
murdered her when everyone was busy.
Sure is a shame that
Just
Jermaine led a
kidding.
seance with that thing's existence and never really told anybody about any of it.
It's true.
It's a shame.
Astrid was blissfully unaware.
I was just gonna pick him off. He lets her, and like, maybe I should go to the nurse. It's kind of starting to hurt.
Yeah, we should all go to the nurse.
Oh, okay. I was gonna offer to help you do research, but yeah, we should get y'all checked out and make sure you're okay.
Oh look,
Yeah,
I
maybe
don't
a
be a douche about this, but you just had an incident with some fucking bad folks. You deserve some time off too.
I mean, all they did was pick up my notebook, and now they're gonna go around telling everyone what's in it, and that's gonna suck, but that's more mental health stuff, I guess.
Look, just come with us to the nurse. At the
Okay.
very least, we can chat about monsters that aren't monsters and your desire to see them and interact with them. And
Yeah, I want to see them so bad.
yeah.
Just gonna nod.
Hey, do you think that gynoids dream of electric dicks?
What? I hear sometimes
She's holding like, you ask this question as you're holding like a bunch of books, and one of them is a manga or something, some kind of like hentai manga with robot ladies.
Yeah, Chavits, exactly.
Chavits.
It's just the anime arc, isn't it?
I mean, that's also the college arc. Remember, where V discovers Dragon Ball and Naruto.
Oh, this arc's gonna be painful, and
Hey, I told you I wanted to have fun with this character, okay?
This
it's
character
not a
is very
judgment on
fun.
you. It's just that this arc is gonna be pain.
I've been reading this hentai. Do you think gynoids dream about electric dick?
Tracy.
Holds up a picture.
I'm gonna do some
Never got
dramatic
to
editing.
ask. Just single tear.
Yes.
All right, cool.
I'm sure they do. If I knew a gynoid, I'd ask her.
But I don't tear.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not entirely sure that our technology is at that point yet, but I want to believe that it is.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not there yet, I'm sure they're working on it at the Loop Foundation.
Yeah, I mean, that's cool. You seem to be getting visibly flustered, and I'm confused.
Joe's gonna follow the Tracy.
I'm enjoying this.
That's just the state of things.
Like, Joe's gonna fall into Tracy, like, oh, maybe this thing was more serious than you thought. Tracy try to catch Joe? Or does Joe hit the ground again?
Hits the floor.
Yeah, no, Tracy catches Joe. Sorry, it took her a sec to realize that you were falling over, but holy shit. Move body. Damn it!
Oh god, no.
I'll try.
Oh, thank
All right,
God.
I catch her.
Tiffany officially group member now.
Hey, are you all right? We should get her to the nurse.
Yeah. Let's get her to the nurse.
Yeah.
Alright. For the sake of brevity, because we are a quarter to that 3-hour mark, I will say, if you all want to clear your conditions, So people aren't broken. Set your skills to 10 plus the 2 for each season. Tiffany, you don't need to do anything. You're already set. As the scene changes again, we're gonna cut to school, the school bell ending and people stepping outside, and it's that time where you two, Joe and Tracy, you two need to go and quote unquote kidnap someone.
Did we burn the van at this point?
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot harder without Astrid.
Or is this before the
Yeah,
van?
you need to get bodies. You need to get a van, but I'm sure you can improvise.
Yeah, so that was the plan. That was plan like 143.55 A37 that Lydia came up with. Feel free to improvise.
Yeah, because this was before the van burning, so
Yeah.
we're gonna borrow Astrid's van for this.
I'm just gonna sit back with my drink and watch this dumpster fire.
Oh man. How are we gonna do that?
I don't fucking know. You need your van for the bodies.
Yeah, this is gonna be difficult.
Oh no, you didn't get the bodies from Jermaine.
I mean,
Because we read that out inside the loop.
I did not want to interrupt any of the scenes going on, but I was thinking that the whole fucking time.
We could technically steal mannequins and some meat.
But
Wait,
wait, didn't Ash?
I said we could steal some mannequins and some meat.
Yeah.
And we're far of a way. Make sure the legs are attached but broken with, and so they actually have some movement.
Mm-hmm.
So we can still very well do most of the main plan, and the meat would attract anything that is inside the dark water.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, that still doesn't solve the van problem.
Well, Astrid's van isn't destroyed yet.
Oh, this is before that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, this is
well
6
then
days
we can
earlier.
just borrow it then.
Yeah. And Ren, Astrid would love her van to keep her cry, wouldn't she?
Sure. It's gonna get destroyed soon, so it's not feel like it'll matter.
Yeah, I mean, good way to get rid of the evidence. Not that do we even know that Astrid's dead yet?
Probably not. But she did.
Oh.
I mean, the van mysteriously is outside of Tracy's. There. Make one of these problems easy for you guys.
Bless.
Yeah. Someone's got to be helpful.
Tracy's not a thinking girl.
Sure as hell isn't gonna be Lydia right now. She's gonna be helpful.
So, ski mask, sweaters, jeans.
Lydia was very
Right.
specific. Good at disguise so y'all don't get picked up on the security cameras. Adjust your heights, cover your faces.
Yeah, we generally could
Big
adjust.
Put on this fake mustache.
Big old Dr. Robotnik mustache.
We could add padding to shoulders to change that shape.
Dr. Robotnik
Hey,
was awesome.
Then
Body.
Fuck it's the 90s. Point break this shit. President Mass for everyone.
Absolutely. Let's do it. Ronald Reagan times 2.
Oh no. A team of Ronald Reagans broke into the local bank and kidnapped millionaire.
Reagan, how can you be there? Stand there.
Era.
also,
Now it's really
paint nail
odd that
breasts
they
that are smaller.
Oh my god, are we just gonna do that one episode of
It's really odd. They chose to go with Ronald Reagan, as Ronald Reagan was one of the biggest shills in corporate American history.
Just yell Reaganomics a lot and they'll never know.
Yeah, and we can also adjust our heights by putting paper in the heels of the boots.
True, and we would, all be wearing presidential suits, of course.
I am so glad that this plan is not going to plan, because
the plan never survives the field of battle.
No, this plan never survived ice cream.
You will never hear the end of this from Lydia.
Well, I mean, Tracy had some very scary Halloween masks from a couple years ago. And some really fake-looking suits that don't hold up under examination.
Are you missing anything else, Pat?
For the sake of your sanity, Lydia literally said you will basically hold them at gunpoint at the exit of the west side. Make sure cover your bodies. Adjust, just do not be you in any way, shape, or form. Within the sight of the security cameras, you will go to the bank, force us to take out money to make it look like this is just a hostage situation for money. Within the view of the security cameras of the bank, then you're gonna dump our bodies at the lake.
Exactly.
Again, within security camera vicinity of the Loop Foundation, and by dump our bodies, the fake ones.
Oh, Tracy looks a fake neck tattoo too.
Because everybody knows Ronald Reagan loves money and hates banks.
Perfect. Well calculated plan from your friend Lydia.
I'm so glad she's still the brains of the operation, even though she's not here.
The great part is she has the one brain cell of this entire group.
Joe's got off that plan, just changing things that we couldn't do anymore. Like, we couldn't get bodies, so we have to get the mannequins in with the meat and just...
You just go to a deli. You just go to a grocery store deli counter and be like, "Yeah, can I get 186 pounds of steak?
Can I get enough meat to make 2 human bodies, 2 human cadavers?"
No, you don't need that much. You just need enough to add into the mannequins. Then you can actually buy blood by a liter.
I mean, I can probably source some rotten meat from the diner, honestly.
And I mean, when have butchers ever denied teenage girls barrels of pig blood before? It's like, Carrie has taught us anything, they're more than willing to pay for it.
So true.
I mean, you can get anything with capitalism.
Capitalism.
Under capitalism, all things are possible, I say, dressed up as Ronald
Reagan. As Ronald Reagan. Where did you get all this pig blood? Capitalism.
Capitalism. Let's go, motherfuckers. Let's do very unethical things.
Oh, we gotta mix in a little bit of bleach with the blood. That way, tests can't be ran on it.
We're just gonna
if there's a little bit of bleach in there, it will break down the chemical variant in the blood, so they won't be able to test it.
So, who is this person? I'm sorry, sir, we can't tell. They apparently drank a lot of bleach.
And also the fact that if there's blood in the black water, it's going to go rabid.
Yeah, there's no surviving the black water, I feel like, for the blood. I don't think they're checking it.
I feel like while this is all happening, Lydia and V are finishing up shifts and just kind of looking at each other like, do you guys think there's hard enough to pull this off?
Oh, I'm sure they're doomed.
I want to believe in them. They have done far more dangerous things, far more stupid things, and gotten away with it.
Did you see the security footage from a couple days ago?
Oh, I did, and my God, it could have been on America's Funniest Home Videos. Bob Saget would have loved that shit.
You set that room on fire.
It's true.
There's
Bob
no
Saget
footage.
would have edited in all those little cartoony sound effects. Would have been $1 million right there.
You didn't stop the private servers footage. That goes directly to V and Lydia. No one else.
Oh yeah, that one. That one's not going to America's Funniest Home Videos.
No. We have the security footage. No one else.
Okay.
Yeah, those videos aren't going anywhere. Those videos don't go anywhere.
Continue with your plans.
Resume.
Okay, well, I think we got all the shit.
Yeah, we've got the alterations ready, so.
All right.
All right.
Remember.
Well,
Where are we going?
you just help yourself into the van.
How
Sweet.
the fuck did...
Sweet
Are
van,
you-
where are we going?
God damn it.
Day 1, Tiffany is a freaking felon. Welcome to the family.
You've made it.
It fits in perfectly. Hate my life.
God.
Mutter something about anywhere but here. All right, let's do this. Well, I guess you're in.
You just don't even question it. All right, let's go.
We're about to
Just
break.
thought that was a
laws.
joke,
Are you still
so-
in?
We're doing what?
We're doing a lot of illegal shit. Are you still in?
I mean, laws are meant to be broken, right?
You are a
There-
fucking crazy person. All right.
Wait, important
What?
question. Will there be cryptids, maybe?
Yeah. Will there be like any cryptids or androids or gynoids or
I'll
anything
break
like
all
that?
the laws for that.
We're going to the loop. This place is like an exotic zoo of fucked up shit. And you've got a golden ticket.
I've got a
Golden
golden
ticket.
ticket.
I turned to Joe. Are we doing this? Are we letting this
No!
happen?
Joe would
What
not
do you
pay me
mean?
for this.
What if you need my help?
We'll be fine.
We've done illegal shit before.
Well, I mean, if you really don't want me around, I guess I understand.
It's not about that, honey. It's about.
No,
Oh,
I get it.
This is a
No,
bit
I
private,
get
okay?
it. You don't want me around, just like everyone else.
Oh.
Okay, I guess. Have a good life then.
You open the door to the van to get out, and you see Chet with something over his nose, and he's like, "There's that fucking bitch!" And he starts running towards the vehicle.
Oh, nope. Go.
Go, drive.
Okay, Joe's gonna drive us away, but she's sure as fuck not going to the loop. She's not bringing someone she doesn't know to do something like that.
Yeah, no, definitely. Tracy agrees. This is definitely not the time to be adding any more chaos to the situation that's already pretty far away from where it's comfortable.
She's just a getaway driver. It's fine.
Joe's gonna drive us to the mall and it's like, we can hang out later, just this is something personal that we need to do.
Yeah. We
guys
will
are on
hang
it.
out later, though, for sure.
You guys are on a time crunch because you have to meet them as they're coming out of the loop.
We do have to go, though.
Should
Trust
I
us.
jump out of the car then?
Not gonna be a sexy fun time.
Take you to the mall and let you out there.
Tuck and roll, baby.
We'll meet you in 5
Okay.
minutes, promise. We'll be more friends.
No, it's
Just take her
cool.
with you. It's fine.
No.
I want to make it clear that she is very visibly pouting and just like trying to manipulate all of you into letting her come anyway.
That's gonna piss
I
Joe
love this
off if
girl.
you actually start yelling.
You do
Like,
realize
no.
you do realize if she's the weird girl at school obsessed with cryptids and you're saying that you're on some weird secret mission to a shadow organization, she's gonna follow you anyways.
Good thing
That's
Tracy's
true.
on her I don't give a shit arc.
She's on mean mom mode.
Tiffany, you're really nice, but we lost a friend, and we need to deal with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That I can understand, and that is really hard, and I'm sorry to hear that. All right, later I open the car door and jump out while it's still moving.
Oh.
Give me a move body.
Oh my god.
It's gonna be like 4 successes. It's gonna be like a freaking gymnastic cartwheel. Yeah, there we go.
2 successes.
2 successes. You don't break your neck. You manage to tuck and roll. You are still in a moving vehicle, so please do tick the injured condition.
Sure.
But you're not horribly mutilated. You know how to dive roll.
Yeah,
Not horribly
I
mutilated.
jumped out
this time.
as we were coming to a stop at like a stoplight or something. I just like tuck and rolled as it was slowing to turn or something. That way, it slowed down to like 10 or 15 miles an hour before I left.
Yeah. God, didn't no, that was Jermaine who jumped out of the
Yeah, Jermaine tucked and rolled last time.
Yeah.
the 90s.
You lost to Jermaine and gained a Tiffany.
You gained a Tiffany.
Same stupid decisions. Here we go.
All right.
Hell
So
yeah.
you guys are driving into the quarantine zone. Fortunately, there still is an open area that you can slip in undetected. This was planned out beforehand. And the guards have not had time to seal off all the current damages from giant isopods breaking through the fences.
What weird.
But you guys drive off. Tiffany, do you follow the tracks?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Told you guys.
Hey Joe, I'm sorry I wasn't better at saying no there. I'm gonna work on myself. I'm gonna get better at saying no.
Just can't have a new person here with us because we don't know if we can trust her, and
And I don't want
I don't know where Astrid is. It's like Jermaine's gone, and we just need this to work.
I completely agree. I'm sorry I was weak.
It's okay. We just
I'm going to be stronger. For you.
Joe's gonna reach over to grab Tracy's hand.
And then they kiss.
Joe's driving. That'd be bad.
Hmm?
So Joe's driving. She can't pull Astrid.
Not sure about that one.
You start to come up on the foundation itself, kind of pulling off to the side. You know you're going to have to step in camera view and quote-unquote kidnap your friends. What do you all do?
Well, we're out of range to make sure that our disguises are all on and we're
Mm-hmm.
not noticeable as who we are. And then we're just gonna wait till we see our friends and just pull up.
Get in the fucking car.
So Lydia and V, today's the day. You just finished whatever apprenticeship work you all had been doing in the loop and are able to go home for the day.
Lydia will unbutton her white coat and put it up on her usual spot, revealing her slightly more updated look. She's got a... Well, actually, no. She's going to wait for that, actually, because that would be smarter for faking her death. So she's in a very similar attire of what she used to look like. You know, the big bunched ponytail, her little white zip hoodie, and long white skirt. And just pick up her lunch bag and like messenger bag and just look towards V and be like, ready to see if Dumb and Dumberer come through?
I'm very eager to see how this turns out. You gave them very easy instructions, and I I'm going to emphasize that I don't doubt their abilities to do this. They're more than capable. It's just seeing the elaborateness of what you planned is going to be impressive. I think they can do it. I believe in them.
Lydia chuckles, and it's like, I really don't think that they're idiots, but
No, of course not. But
God,
by comparison,
not even.
you're on supervillain levels here.
I'm going to take that as a compliment.
You're
Thank
welcome.
You. I know they're not stupid, but I just feel like we stumbled through so much by sheer dumb luck, by the seat of our pants.
Yeah.
I just hope I didn't give them too tall of an order. I literally told them to kidnap people.
You did. You did tell them to do and to fake their deaths. So, like, they're not actually murdering 2 people, but it's pretty close.
I have basically asked them to roleplay kidnappers and murderers.
It's true.
And bank robbers.
It's just. Oh, they're not gonna let me live this one down.
Good thing you didn't tell them to abuse our bodies either.
Oh, if they don't throw me to the fucking ground and bruise the crap out of me, I'm gonna call them babies because this is a kidnapping and they better make it look real.
You need to make it look good.
No, Tracy's got a terrifying amount of aggression to take out something.
So what does this look like when Tracy and Joanne come out of the woods?
All right, Tracy.
We're going. I'm
All
Joe.
right.
You're Tracy, but you don't say our names right now.
It's
Reagan.
Or Reagan 1 and Reagan 2. Fuck it. All right, Reagan 1, you stay with the car.
Yep, Joe's gonna drive like a bat out of hell towards them and just reach to the stop, so they're right in front of the side door.
Yeah, I hope they're there.
Like, so we're right in front of them, and they're in front of the van's side door.
I would say me and V walk out literally on the second.
Mm-hmm.
I pop out of the van. I look like Ronald Reagan, and I'm a couple inch taller, and I've got a gun.
V, without missing a beat, jumps in front of Lydia and says, "Look out, Ronald Reagan, he's after blood."
Ronald Reagan!
Reagan smash.
Ronald Reagan smash!
V will put on a valiant effort of defending Lydia for the cameras. And she's just going to look to
Yeah.
Tracy and just kind of mouth make it look good.
I am going to need either force bodies or move bodies from everyone involved.
Oh gosh, this is going to be a forced body, but I'm definitely acting because it has to look like she's not going to let her girlfriend get taken without a fight.
Yeah. So force body does include enduring trauma. So to make it look,
It looks convincing. One success.
Well, I guess I'll do the. Oh God, it doesn't matter what I roll. It's all zeros.
Shouldn't all be zeros.
It's Lydia.
That's fair.
Would anyone like to put?
I'm a push. I'll push exhausted because I'm just like, you've got to be kidding me.
I'll
Get in the
also
fucking
push because
pit.
I'm annoyed, so I'm just exhausted.
That's exactly what you
Oh,
wanted,
can I fire
though.
a shot up in the air and gain the benefit of my gun.
Hell yeah. I would think so. Sorry, I'm not the storyteller.
Yes. Yes, you can fire a shot off into the air.
Motherfucker.
That's fine. It's convincing enough. You got more than enough successes now.
Tracy's
And-
so bad.
Yeah.
And you are able to make it look like there was a struggle before you were pulled off the view of the camera and piled into a vehicle hidden away. And then you start to drive off.
Lydia will kind of fix her jacket a little bit and like, I did not think that I would see you guys today.
Good job. Joe, you didn't hold that punch back. Thanks for that.
We're not out of the woods yet. Strip. Put it
Yeah.
on the mannequin.
Actually,
No,
need-
normally
need
you
to
have to
bank
pay
first.
for that.
You need to hit the bank first.
Yeah, Lydia starts just like disrobing, and it's like, oh,
You can stay that way.
V,
No.
where's my other bag?
Over here. Yeah, V very with like flashes the rear view mirror because she knows at least one of you is looking. She's like, normally you have to pay for that, and then she'll pass over the bug out bags.
Lydia totally like scoots behind V and just like floof all the regular clothes off and pulls on her new outfit of let's see, where's the image? Yeah, it's similar-ish enough, but she has like this little like green military-esque jacket with like the floofy collar, and she still kind of has like a long white skirt, but she has this big red painted like dahlia flower on it, and she's got like the black and white striped leggings, and she's got like a new pair of like they're not Doc Martens. What are they? What are those slip-on shoes that they didn't have the laces, but they had like the thick bottoms. I can't remember the brand.
They got the
But yeah.
slides though.
Yeah. And as she disrobes, you can see like on her belly she has like a very visible tattoo that just says variant.
Nice.
I like that this picture is getting progressively darker.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize I was posting over you. My bad.
No, you're fine.
No worries at all.
Damn. Okay, that's up. That's All right.
Is the sexual tension high? I hope it is.
Mhm.
So, you guys do remember if it's up at the bank to force you to take money out, right?
Oh, does that mean we have to get dressed again?
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I forgot.
I told you guys, but you guys just went ahead and started changing.
How long before we get to the bank?
Joe's not driving like a maniac at this point, so
Scene is going to change. On that note.
Redressed.
Yeah. And we see Tiffany following the tire tracks.
This poor girl.
Yeah. Looking as you're
My
following these
thumbs
tracks.
out.
Yeah, your thumbs out. As you're following these tracks, they go off road, and there's a moment where you hear like the snapping of branches and twigs, and then heavy footfalls. Thud, thud. And looking off in the distance, you see the silhouette of something moving in the distance. It's a ways off.
I'm gonna go towards it.
Sure.
Immediately
Give me a sneak body.
Yeah, that's good.
One success.
Success.
Okay, you're able to inch close enough to realize whatever this is, it is big. And you catch a glimpse of what looks like a treehouse, but it's moving. And it's still a ways off.
How do I get inside it?
As this treehouse is moving, you see there are roots entangled in a machine of some kind. What looks like they were once robot. They were once the legs to a robot, but oh, this doesn't help. What were like the chicken leg knees called? The ones where they had backwards joints.
It's not digigrade. It's I know what you're talking about though.
Those aren't digigrade?
Oh, they are digigrade. My apologies.
Yeah, there's the disintegrate robot legs that are carrying this tree house. And there's light inside one of the windows to this tree house, and you hear a voice singing, "Come with me, let's die anywhere else." And it is moving away from the tracks.
Sounds good. I'm gonna try to catch up with it.
Oh no.
Okay. Is that your decision?
I know that means that this is a bad idea.
You can absolutely do it. There are no bad ideas here. This is
Breathe for a second.
This
and
is more or less,
think.
this is more or less are you okay with what would could potentially happen?
I mean, this is her first episode. I don't care. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Anything happens, I just have another character ready.
Yeah.
All right. So I feel like the camera's going to draw back a little bit, and Tiffany, you were following these tracks, holding your thumb out, and you hear these thuds. You follow it. You hear the singing, and as you start to wander into the woods, we see maybe like 30 seconds later, a familiar van drives right by, following the same tracks out. And as you make your way towards this thing, you get closer to it, and the air starts to get colder, and you follow it deeper to a point where sunlight doesn't seem to be getting through the canopy of the trees, which it still should
that's
be.
too creepy. I turn around.
Okay.
I'm just thinking, if I were a lone girl in the woods and it started to get really dense to the point where it was darkness under the... Yeah, no, that's not happening.
Nothing bad ever happens to lone teenage girls in the deep, dark woods.
Okay. So you immediately you start to turn around the moment things start getting weird, and you're like, nope, not about this. And you turn around, and for a moment you think the pathway is gone, and you start to run, making your way back. You hear the singing that seems to echo off of the trees, and you glance back, and when you look forward again, a root catches your foot and you fall into a dirt path. Joanne, you have to hit the brakes suddenly as someone comes stumbling out of the woods. It doesn't seem dark anymore.
Joe's hitting the brakes, not running over a person. It's like, mother.
What the hell's going on?
Oh,
Maybe hit
you
Tiffy.
stopped.
Joe's
Okay, that's cool.
You didn't hit anybody, did you?
Nope.
I
Joe's gonna
stand
go
up.
reverse, back up, go to drive. She's just gonna slowly drive around because she's in the middle of something and she can't bring a new person in.
Alright, so you're just driving past them.
Yeah,
You know her?
that's
You
reasonable.
look like you know her.
She looks like she wanted to talk. What? Why are you?
Look,
What
she's
are we
standing
doing
up
right
there.
now?
Do you really want us to drag her into a bank robbery? She goes to our school.
Sounds like a patsy.
Lydia leans over to Tracy like, Tracy, do you have any idea how much
Yeah.
Oh, right. Normal teenagers. Right. I mean, it's her choice.
She can get in on this if she wants.
She has a choice.
Does she? Because I don't feel like she does.
Yeah,
You
Joe's saying
guys-
no and starting to drive away because
Oh, yeah.
she
Okay.
doesn't know Tiffany, unfortunately.
Lydia just thuds into the back of the door. It's like, well, you say you're gonna step on the God.
There's no seatbelts back here, just really, really soft carpet.
Remember, we're doing this for you guys. We're trying to get you out. We don't need distractions right now. It's hard enough
Fair.
for me to shoot a gun near your face. I don't want to do that to a
Lydia-
civilian. I mean, a kid our age.
Lydia goes to like let out snark, and then she just
Are we at a stoplight or anything?
We could be.
Going down a trail in the woods?
Well, it was more of the where she said you came out onto the street, right?
It was a dirt path.
Oh,
But
are we driving or are we stopped currently?
I was driving away from her.
Okay, continue.
yeah.
Like I appreciate not including person, but we do have to get them in here. So.
Yes, no.
I
Totally.
know it's just
Yeah.
this situation is something Joe would adamantly refuse.
It's okay.
And I think
To bring a person
Tracy's
in.
also on the same page.
Tiffany's literally just gonna do the Hugh thing where it just like pops up at every single one of these locations, and it's just like the resigned, like, all right, she's just the resident like pet now. She's just gonna follow us everywhere.
She
Like,
is actually a cryptid.
She is actually a cryptid.
Like Joe was driving towards the mall, and she still find us the quarantine zone.
but
You're-
Lydia's going to let some almost let some snark out, and she just takes V's hand and puts it over her mouth.
Well,
There's-
fine. I guess I'll just go to the mall then.
We drive past her again on the way to the mall.
Well, Joe was originally dropping her off at the mall in the opposite direction from where we were going to grab you guys, but she appeared there. It's like, now it's to the bank because we have to rob you and then ditch your bodies.
Tiffany's just gonna follow to the bank and be like, "Oh, hey, what are you guys doing?"
So Tiffany, you're like okay. Well, I guess I'm walking. I guess maybe I'll take out some money from the bank so I can go to the mall.
Yeah, sounds good. I think that's the plan. Yeah, I need to stop by the bank.
Some
My mom
spending
gave
money.
me her my mom gave me the credit card or the bank card so I can get some money out, and I need some new books, so let's stop by the bank.
This is so off the wall.
I
love
love it so much.
But yes. So you all are making your way to the bank. Do you all want to stop for now, or do you want to continue and finish this little?
I do have to go really soon, but if you want to just do this up to y'all. If we can
Real quick, how long do you have?
like 15 minutes tops.
I have like 5.
Oh, then we should wrap
We
up.
should, yeah, we should.
We got 5. We can't finish this.
Yeah. Well, it's okay. We'll do a bank heist at the
Let's do
start.
bank heist next week.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Let's fucking go.
I will say this mystery, the mystery of the isopods has been solved, has been resolved. So we are going into a new season. So everybody remember to set up your skill values, and we will open next time.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That is the exhausted resign of a G. That's just like
I'm enjoying it. I am.
You're good too.
Yeah. I hope everyone's having a fun time.
I am having a blast.
session.
I have cried. I have laughed. I have attempted to not make fun of the friends who are kidnapping me via my.
Your insane plan.
We're following your plan.
Yeah.
What do y'all think of my new character?
I love her.
I love her.
Oh,
I love her
be
so
interesting.
much.
I love it.
I'm so sorry. I keep like not getting her into the car because I desperately
cool,
want
it's
to.
cool.
It's just RP reasons doesn't make any sense for me to be okay with that.
Oh,
literally-
I completely understand. That is
It's literally
completely
going to
fine.
be a shot of the security cameras when you dump the bodies into the lake, and it's just gonna be like, well, now she's in it.
Like, full disclosure, V's plan was just to poke her head out and be like, "Hey kid, you want to make $200?" Listen, we're driving
I'll
around in the
stick
bang
by
van. Why
episode.
not? Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god. Oh, is it Wednesday yet?
Is it Wednesday yet?
Is it Wednesday yet? All right. Thank you, everybody, for watching. This is the end of season 2 of the Stillwater Chronicles Caught on the Other Side. We'll catch you next week for season 3 and all of the wonderful, fun shenanigans that we're going to get up to there. One last thing before I close this out. Let's see. Where is it?
We've got at least 2 more seasons in this.
Got at least 2 more seasons in it.
At least.
All right, there we go. Yep, look. Hey, everybody, look. Cool. The overlays have changed officially. Look at how great it is. Everybody, it's back. I flipped it when we put Tiffany in earlier, but now that V and Lydia are back, it flips again. So look at that. It's perfectly balanced as all things should be. So,
I'll have to get some Tiffany some books.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and send us over to raid Valdrianth because they have already started their stream. So they're doing their Animorphs stream. Yeah, folks can jump in there and give them some love. Hopefully it actually works this time when I send y'all over because last time it only sent me. But here we go. Have a great night, everybody. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.